Good evening. We begin tonight with a 19-year-old girl accused of a hit-and-run crash that killed someone on a motorcycle. Thanks for joining us tonight for 12 News at 10. I'm Mark Curtis. There's more to this story, though. Tonight, police say the suspect had been at a bar in Tempe that's been repeatedly busted for serving alcohol to minors. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is live in Tempe tonight. And Chase, you've covered multiple underage drinking investigations at Tempe Tavern, and now a city official has had it. They're calling for action.
Mark, that's right. I spoke with a Tempe City Council member who's calling for the state to revoke Tempe Tavern's liquor license. Now, this comes after Tempe police say the suspect left the bar just before 1 o'clock in the morning. Not even an hour later, police say she hit a motorcyclist with her car. This is video taken the morning of September 14th. A motorcyclist riding near Rural and Lemon Street crashed into a Waymo that was turning, knocking the 18-year-old onto the ground. Seconds later, police say a white Camaro hit that rider, killing him. Commander Kim Hill with Tempe Police says the suspect fled the scene.
Found her that morning. She called and they connected, and he had her come in, brought the vehicle in, and started the investigation.
The suspect, a 19-year-old Tempe resident, who is now facing a potential felony for fleeing. In their investigation, police claim before the crash, she was here at Tempe Tavern, a bar that is supposed to only allow people 21 and over, saying she took these pictures of herself inside the bar and was there for about 2 hours before leaving just before 1 in the morning.
She ended up walking home and obtaining her vehicle. And then once she got her vehicle, she was driving and then was involved in that fatal collision.
Now, at this time, police cannot say if she was drinking that night at Tempe Tavern, saying that's part of their investigation. But it was this incident in September that led to an underage drinking bust in November. Police arrested close to 250 underage customers for providing fake IDs and underage drinking. If this sounds familiar, it's because a similar bust happened in April of this year, where police arrested more than 160 underage drinkers at Tempe Tavern for the same problem.
So when people say, oh, just let the college kids drink, it's okay, it's not. It's one of those things that we have to pay attention to, otherwise it gets out of control.
I called the bar to see if they have anything to say about all these incidents, but was told no comment. I then called the owner, but he didn't answer.
Obviously, they didn't learn their lesson.
Tempe City Council member Randy Keating is calling on the state liquor department to take action against Tempe Tavern.
You know what's upsetting to me about it is just how brazen it is. They were caught the first time and it was the largest bust in Tempe history. The second time even tops that. The state ultimately controls liquor licenses. If I had my way, and I think I speak for the council, we would revoke it if we could. But that's the state's decision, and I certainly hope that they do.
The State Department of Liquor Licenses and Control is investigating Tempe Tavern and will consider taking that step. Now, I did speak with a spokesperson for the State Liquor Department. They told me the state is currently not involved in that investigation involving the hit and run. However, they said that could change if Tempe police can prove that 19-year-old suspect was drinking at Tempe Tavern that night. Now, of course, the question we've been getting about the story is the revocation of Tempe Tavern's license. That spokesperson telling me that process can take months to accomplish. So in the meantime, Tempe Tavern is allowed to stay open until further notice. We're live in Tempe tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks.